And prosecutors were a little shocked by that. They were like, wait a minute, shouldn't we, even if it's some weight, we should prosecute, right? And then he's like, no. No prosecuting marijuana charges regardless of weight. Furthermore, he instructed prosecutors to stop charging those with marijuana with any paraphernalia crimes. Next, Krasner instructed his prosecutors to stop charging sex workers that have had fewer than 3 convictions with any crime and drop all current cases against sex workers who also fit that description. All sex workers with 3 or more convictions must be referred to Dawn Court, a special diversionary program created in 2010 specifically for sex workers with repeat offenses, the first of its kind in the nation. Under the heading Divert More, Krasner instructed the prosecutors to avoid convictions if possible and guide cases for diversion programs instead of jail or prison. What Krasner's memo said next was groundbreaking. First, Krasner instructed prosecutors to stop the wide-ranging practice of beginning plea deals with the highest possible sentencing and instead begin those plea deals at the bottom end of the available range of time that can be served. He was asking for the minimum sentence here. This is like unprecedented stuff. It's like breaking the mold of what prosecutors have thought to do for years. He's shattering the mold right now. It's very, very big stuff here. So also the really generally shocking part that even shocked Sean King, he says, Sean King, if you don't know, is one of the most tough fighters, one of the most tough activists. He's a journalist and an activist for criminal sentencing and reform and all that stuff. Krasner instructed his prosecutors to now add up and justify the exact costs of every single person sentenced to a crime in Philadelphia, stating that the city is currently spending an astounding $360 million per year to jail around 6,000 people. Krasner then gave examples of all the things that such money could be doing in the city currently, stating that it costs between $42,000 and $6,000 per year to incarcerate a person. He reminded the prosecutors that the average total family income of a person in the city was just $41,000, so $360 million per year. So the annual cost of our incarceration, Krasner reminded prosecutors, was currently more per year than the beginning salary of teachers, police officers, firefighters, social workers, addiction counselors, and even the prosecutors in his office. Krasner wrote, if you're seeking 3 years of incarceration, state on the record that the cost to the taxpayer will be $126,000, which is three times $42,000, if not more, and explain why you believe this cost is justified. So state on the record, tell yourself a sentence of 3 years incarceration, why this incarceration is going to be just so crazy and so expensive for the taxpayers, and do we really need it here? Is it really justified? Krasner then closed out the document 5 new policies, changing the harsh probation rules in Philadelphia. It's these policies that functioned as a trap for Meek Mill. First, Krasner requested that people either be given no probation after incarceration or no more than a 12-month probationary period. Meek Mill has spent an outrageous 10 years on probation, a 5-year term extended several times to various violations, dating all the way to back when he was a teenager. Now, as a grown man, nearly 10 years later, he is being held in jail for violating that probation. So he's been on probation forever and ever. No probation after incarceration. That's what he's requesting, or no more than a 12-month probationary period. That's a limit. Other policies aimed at drastically reducing the length of probation periods focused on the fact that, according to Krasner, Philadelphia has more than 44,000 people on probation. That's a really hard number to manage. What's more, the ranks of those on probation are bloated by nonviolent people who shouldn't really even be in these programs. More serious cases end up being harder to track and follow, with all the other ones mixed in. So yeah, really revolutionary work. We did a very big show today. 5 minutes over. Ooh. Yeah, anyway, we're done for today. Thanks so much for joining us, and we hope to see you tomorrow.